What's up? It's Trucker Travis back at again. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This video is going to be able to run down about the company side of Roehl and the owner-op side of Roehl. I've been on both sides, so I'm going to kind of jump back and forth from company to owner-op to give the two different side views. First thing I'm going to start with home time is you have to stay out a mandatory of 14 days to get 14 to 16 days, I think it is, to get 3 to 4 days off. Which is good and bad. They don't want this truck sitting for weeks on end because it's not making them any money. It's costing them money. Home time on owner-op side, I can go home for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, as long as I can pay my overhead. But at the same time, this truck ain't sitting, I ain't making money. Like Christmas, Thanksgiving, I took a week off of each one of those because them are the very two holidays that mean the most for me. That's when my family gets together, we spend time together, we joke around, have fun. So, next thing, speed, governor. So, company side, you're stuck at 65. Owner-op, you can go 75. So, you're going to use a little bit more fuel at times, running that speeds. They let your RPMs go up a little bit more. You get a little bit more power out the truck. So, they kind of unlock the truck for you. So, next thing is PC, personal convenience. Company side, the only time you can use PC is if you're at a shipper, you run out of time and you cannot sleep at that shipper, and you can safely get, it takes you where you can safely get to the next truck stop, the closest truck stop that has parking. So PC on the owner-op side, I can drive the semi like a car. I can go run errands, I can go this, I can go here, as long as it's not furthering the load on either side. But I'm paying for the fuel, that's the big difference. Next thing, the pay. We're on a sliding scale when we're loaded on the owner-op side. My empty is 87 cents per mile when I'm empty. When I was a company, I got paid 40, so that's double right there. Well, more than double. So that's where the pay is a little bit different, but I have more overhead. When you're a company, you're told to get fuel at a Pilot, a Love's, a TA. I never got fuel at Petro. So it's just mainly them. On my side, I can get fuel wherever it is because I'm paying for it. So I try to pick the places that the fuel's not as much. Save me a little bit of money. Company side, you have no truck payment or insurance. Owner-op, well, you have that truck payment and insurance that's due. They can, on the company side, they can pretty much, hey, you're going to take the load here. That's where you're going to take it. As in, hey, pick up here, take it there, or when they give you a load, you got to take it, you can't refuse it. On my side, no forced load. So they can't force me to go somewhere. Now, can I take bad runs and have to, as in that doesn't make the most money to get me in a better situation where there's more freight in different areas? Yes, that does tend to happen at times. Company side, they have insurance and 401k. Owner-op side, that's up to you. You're on your own business, so there's not a 401k or insurance. Now, company, anything that breaks on this truck, tires, lights, belts, engines, anything, company pays for it. That's maintenance. Owner-op side, anything that breaks on this truck is me. It comes out of my pocket. I have a escrow account just for maintenance, so I have a little bit of a buffer. So when something does come up and breaks, which will happen, I have money put aside already to that. So just kind of, you got to think as more of a business person when you get into the owner-op side. Now for tax purposes, company, you'll do a W-2. Owner-op, you're on a 1099. So you got to figure out how to file your taxes. I go through ATBS. That's just what my company, hey, referred me to do. I'm going to try them out, see how I like it. This is the first year, so see how the taxes work. So I have to set a certain amount of money each check for taxes. Company side, they go ahead and they already pulled them taxes out for you. Another thing on the company side, we have driver link. That's our PC, that's our routing, that's just the brain of this truck, well, brain of our company, of how we receive loads, etc. We have to follow their route when you're on the company side. So, just in Chicago, you can take 94 or 294. 294's tolls, the tollway. Well, Roehl has us going through 94. Well, owner op side, I run 294. Yes, I have to pay the tolls if it's not on the route. So, with that meaning, if I run down a turnpike that Roehl is taking us through anyway, through the co-pilot, and I take that because that's part of the route I want to take, I don't have to pay that toll. But any tolls outside their routing, I have to pay. So yes, I've ran into a couple tolls I've had to pay because it was on the outside of, hey, the way they wanted to run. That's fine, whatever. A lot of times it saves me time. And that's just kind of a little bit rundown on it. Will just give you kind of a little bit of an insight. Is yes, there's a lot of overhead that you have being an owner op, but you get paid a little bit more, well, a lot more. So you can afford everything and still I make twice to 3 times what I was a company driver. Yes, I have a little bit more overhead, but I have more freedom. This is my company. This is the way I like to run. So get a good relationship with your business advisor. I have a business advisor. I don't have a fleet manager no more. Pretty much the same thing, different title. So just kind of keep that in mind. And yes, we spend a little bit more a week because we have truck payments, insurances, everything to put out. But we still make more money because as long as you run your truck, you get paid more. You pick the better loads. You're not doing the locals. So I'm not getting 160, 80, 150 mile runs. I'm getting the 400, 500, 600,000 mile run. Like tomorrow, I'm picking up a relay out the yard. Go pick it up, run it down to Texas, 1,000 mile run. Another thing about the owner op side, when you do a relay and it's not at a major terminal, you have to pay somebody. It's $1 per mile for them to bring somebody in to pick that relay up, plus $30 to relay it. Now, if you drop it out one of our major terminals, it's just $30. Well, I ran into some weather, couldn't make it there on time, couldn't deliver it Friday or Saturday. They're not open. Monday they're open. Well, I had to do a 34. So I was like, all right, I'll shut down for a 34. I'll be ready Sunday, but it's sit on that load for an extra day and lose money, or just pay that little extra $200-300 to get it relayed off and make more money. That doesn't happen a whole lot, so that's not very big worry that I have to worry about. That's pretty much all I could think of, the kind of views on both sides. Me personally, I love owner op. Simple fact of I make my schedule is, hey, I'm gonna go home in like 3 weeks, I think it is. And then I'm take 4 or 5 days off, which I could take a week off if I wanted to, 2 weeks. That's what I'm gonna take off, spend it with the family, enjoy it, then come back and get in my truck and go out for however long I go out for then. So the big difference is a lot of it's on me. So if I don't run hard, my average day is at least 500 miles. That's the less I like driving a day. If I make, like last week, I did 3,300 miles. It's not bad. So as long as you keep this truck running, you're good at your job, you can get the loads, you're not sitting in the docks forever. And sometimes it happens, everybody does it, even on the owner op side, we'll sit in the docks. Another thing, company driver, you get paid $20 detention pay for every hour you sit. I get paid $20 for every 30 minutes I sit as an owner op. It's a little bit of a difference. So after you learn how the freight runs, how you run, if you can run hard, make good miles, me personally, I tell you to go owner op. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to tell you either way. You can make good money on each one, but me personally, I like the owner op situation. So that was just a little kind of company versus lease op, owner op with Roehl. So y'all have a good weekend. Make sure you like and subscribe. Show some support. Drop a link, drop a comment in the description, well, the comment section. Let me know what y'all want to see more. Hey, do y'all want to see driving? Do y'all want to see me more backing? Do y'all want to see, just give me a heads up on what y'all want to see more of. So y'all be safe out there. Thank y'all for supporting.